What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And his first offering of the game lines up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Walker hauls it in. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Nathan Wilson getting there for the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one,
Here's him holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
when they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers. Third down. They'll throw. Third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Yeah, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of the football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball. I'll call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Johnson now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. So already on their first drive, they're going to burn a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Has him on the quick hitter. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
On the set.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Ready, go.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Jalen Petrie.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens getting their first look inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and if you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this, they'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Come on.
Here's Willis to the air. He connects with the rookie from LSU. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Thrown back in the backfield, he gets the handoff. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Down by Fred Warner.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down.
Let's go now. Rig alert. Bronco 80. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pop. 60 Bobcats. 6 Buffalo 18. Ready?
They go play action. Here's Willis. Bails out of the pocket quick. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, you get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame. That's one, as this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch him.
On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Handoff now from the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
First passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. This is Cox. That's Walker. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard
In the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their early lead to 13. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Steelers 3. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Throwing is Willis. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
2nd and 10. Here's Willis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Willis now, 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Steelers 1st down.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 17-3 is our score. We'll return to Pittsburgh right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it and nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd
to the air on 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Has some daylight through the 40. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
They're on the 45-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Lone back gets the handoff. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense, but York is a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
This one's to Andrews outright. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Even 5 on the play, and that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens make it a 3-possession game. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Steelers 3. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Willis now. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. The play fake now. Willis to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore off the pick 6. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Back to work they go after the interception. Wow, wide open here. Complete. This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. Hey, get him. You got him. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Willis. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Now he'll throw off the play fake. It's his running back. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, they don't likely care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down. Working from the gun, it's Willis. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, third and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Let's go now. 670 Timberwolves.
Gun snap now to Willis. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Willis. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. He goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit and a second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Now, that's not what the offense styled out. They stick him for a loss, so it's going to be third down.
Brings up third down.
Riggs. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Warriors. 70. Check. 18. Pioneer. Check up.
Third and long for him here. He finds Pittman complete. The stop was made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go.
Going power with the big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. You get your job done.
He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. It's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fields this one at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over at first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. On first and 10, it's Jackson. The left side is napped by Bateman. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Lamar now from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. They will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get more points to end a lopsided first half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again.
Steelers 9. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Here's the final play of our first half.
60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Throwing here just before halftime. He's throwing deep to the left side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seeing cosmetics. How many years I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and
All
get
set
your
up.
muscle
Here's
up.
Luke to kick it away. Johnson now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And a positive result on that effort. He's down to the enemy 40 before going out.
The longer I do this, Kate, certainly at the NFL level, you feel how important those minutes are going into half, and how important they are coming out of half, especially when you're looking at a deficit they are. This is exactly how you want to start the second half.
Here's Willis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Here's Willis to the air. Caught, nice game left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
And this is going to be Cobb getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Steelers 17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
Great Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Bateman, the motion man left. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And before he can get back to the line, they send him out. So they're going to lose a yard on that 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Connects on the crosser. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush out out to his left. On the move, past the 40. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when we evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll run now on 2nd down. This is ahead for about 5. Nick Herbig making the play.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Flowers will go in motion left. Another carry for him. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
Back to the well again. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
17. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Willis. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. The 30. The 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Ravens 45. Steelers 23. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Running back motions right. First down, they'll run. This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in. The run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Slot man motioned over. Jackson now on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Short pass brought in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A play fake now Willis to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Setting him on the dime. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
Tyler Luke.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
His kick is good.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Johnson with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28
The
before
Steelers
going
take
down.
over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. As that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. A the end of 3. It'll be the Steelers with possession, but this game pretty one-sided at this point. 2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Ready.
Running it now out of the gun. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards into the 3rd down.
Trenton Simpson. Taken down back at the 20.
Willis to throw it. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
Let's go now.
Desperation time here. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throwing on 1st down, Willis. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Looking quickly here.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's trying to push the field. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time to get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that one support.
2 yards, all he can get. It's 3rd down. Forward.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Hey, 3rd down again. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
A 63-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Run here from the gun. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Got for big yards on the right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And they pick him off again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game, but it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Give now to the running back. He danced away from one tackle, but not able to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Back-to-back carries here. And all he can get is a yard in your book. It's getting third down. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. An 8 on that one, and that's good for the Ravens. First down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets his way through a tackle. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. Deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. This one's set up for Lamar. Space on the right. He's got room. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Ravens continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Next point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead.
Steelers 23. To kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Tag. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check out.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Not a lot of real estate for them to work with here. It's 2nd and long. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. It's a designed run for Willis. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against